In this video, I am going to explain you the conversion of a grammar to a PDA. Conversion of a grammar to a PDA. Let's start my conversion of grammar to a PDA. A grammar can be converted into a PDA in many different ways, but one of the genuine way and correct way of doing is this procedure. That is, there are like two normal forms in your context-free grammar. One is Chomsky normal form and another one is Grayback normal form. To convert it into this Grayback normal form, initially we need to simplify the grammar by eliminating the null production, eliminating the unit production and removing the useless symbol. Then we will be converting into a Chomsky normal form. That is, a non-terminal gives a terminal and a non-terminal gives a two non-terminal. Then we will be converting that into a GNF form, that is a Grayback normal form, which you can able to see these in my previous videos. In Grayback normal form, a non-terminal will gives a terminal, or a non-terminal will gives a terminal with n number of with a closure of non-terminal is possible. So the first step of converting this PDA is that better convert your grammar into a GNF form. So GNF form, as I said, it has like literally it has going to be having two form. That is, either a non-terminal gives a terminal or a non-terminal gives a terminal with the strings of non-terminal. So what is that? The theorem for construction of PDA from CFG. The theorem gives like a two rule. That is, if the grammar is in this particular form, convert it like this. If the grammar is in this particular form, convert it into this. Okay. So that's all my third and fourth step. And the second step is writing the start symbol. That is, a grammar will be having the start symbol, and using this VTPS we can able to identify what is our start symbol. So in PDA, the bottom of the stack is very important. With that only we can able to decide the structure of the PDA. So here mandatorily we will be pushing the start symbol of the grammar into the stack. So that is the first step. That is delta Q naught epsilon without any input, Z naught being a stack bottom of the stack, go to a state in such a that mandatorily we will be pushing the start symbol into the stack. Okay. And next one is, we have literally like only two types of grammar in our GNF. That is, a non-terminal gives a terminal with the strings of non-terminal. If that is the case, you convert that into a PDA in such a way that, so PDA will be having like three tuple. That is a state. Let me take my pointer. So that is a state. What you are reading, the input, and what is at the top of the stack then will goes to the next state, and what is my option, either a push or a pop. So likewise, if this is NT, T and strings of NT, Q1 state, the number is not that much important. T, that is what is written over here, and NT is what is written in this left hand side, gives the another state, all this string of states. Likewise, for this particular notation, that is a non-terminal gives a terminal, very simple, it is for pop. This is for push and this is for pop. If this is the case, some Q naught state, terminal, non-terminal gives the pop. So if you have like a strings of non-terminal, it means you are pushing some non-terminal into the stack. If you have only a terminal, it is mean you are popping the non-terminal out of the terminal out of the stack. That is the only meaning. So easily in this way you can convert that into a PDA, and for acceptance you can write it by yourself, because the top of the stack is X. So if there is no input, epsilon Q of epsilon of S means you can go to the final state, something like that you can able to write it. Let me show you in a still more easier way, in a tabular way. So this is my CFG, this is my PDA. So if it is for a start grammar of S, just blindly write delta Q naught epsilon Z naught gives Q1 S Z naught, that is pushing this start symbol into my stack. Then for this it is mean pushing, that is Q1 this T, Q1 T NT gives Q1 strings of NT. For example, if I am having a grammar something like this, A gives A SS, it will be delta Q1, this A, this capital A gives Q1 of SS. I am pushing two S's onto my stack. Likewise, if this is the grammar I have, that can be converted into PDA in such that in a pop way. That is Q naught, this T, this NT gives Q1 of epsilon. This if A gives A means Q1 A means you are popping it. If you are reading A, top of the stack is A means pop it out. And finally the acceptance states, as I said, in a state when there is no input, top of the stack is my start symbol, just go to it, and that's my acceptance state. Very simple actually. So let me show you a very simple example already which is in a GNF form. So this is already in a GNF form. I am having only these symbols. So first mandatorily write your, this S is a start symbol. So Q naught epsilon Z naught is equal to Q1 S Z naught, write it for start symbol. Then here like only one terminal thing is there, the other thing and all like terminal followed by non-terminal. So these are all like pushing and these are all like popping. So I divided it like pop, this is one. So which is going to be Q cap small a comma capital A gives Q epsilon. For pushing simply Q this A, Q this A of S, left hand side S gives Q of AA. Here I have like two production. So Q A comma this A comma this capital A gives Q1 of S because I have S over here. Similarly Q comma B comma capital A give Q1 comma S. See, by seeing the grammar, by seeing these rules given by the theorem, you can simply write the notation. So in this way you can convert a grammar into a PDA. Even though there are like so many shortcut methods in doing it, the proper way of converting a grammar to PDA is only by through this. So why I say that this is the only proper way of converting is that, see, for the constructed for this problem, for the converted PDA I just written over here. So this is my start symbol and these are my moves. Let me take some input string and check. So this string will give you like S gives AA for all the capital A. If I publish thing means you will be getting like triple A. So see that Q triple A S Z naught. So in my state when Q A and S, here I have no, if A S means what I am doing, I am pushing two capital A's into my stack. So see, two capital A's into my stack I have pushed. Then again QAA. So QAA, here I have QAA means I am popping out. So a capital A is popped. Again QAA is again popping out, my capital A is been popped. Now Q epsilon S of Z naught. That's it, I reach the final state.